All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the pre-market PulseWave report for trading on Sunday, October the 30th, 2022. Let's take a look at how the markets ended the week and what we can expect moving forward. So taking a look here at the euro, you'll notice that the euro is still struggling with the overhead resistance of par. All right, that's what it's struggling with. Can the euro sustain par, get back above par and close there? Or is the upside running a little bit out of steam? That is the question that we're going to be answering. But right now, it looks like the Bulls have the occasion on lock for now. So we're gonna just watch and see what the market does moving forward. Um, I think we're gonna have an upside continuation pattern. The upside does favor the bulls, but we've moved into more of a neutral to slightly bullish uh, composure for the euro for tonight. Looking at the pound sterling. All right, so the pound sterling is pretty much looking the same way, except for it's not neutral. It's bullish. So we're looking for a continuation to the upside to start the week off in the pound sterling. The bulls still have control of this one. Next up is the mighty Bitcoin. Looking at the crypto, and you'll notice that the market has now turned bearish. It's topped out. It failed to get um, to the top of the Kumo cloud here, and this is the futures aspect. All right, so we're looking for this one to move down, and because the market popped a little in the during the weekend here, I'm anticipating that nevertheless we will see some downside movement here to start the week off. So the altcoins are also included in that. If you look at the Ethereum futures, it's the same situation. Okay, so we're expecting some downside. I think the little uh, dead cat bounce is pretty much done for now, but we'll get confirmation this evening. Looking at the US dollar index, all right, the bears still have control of this one. So we're slightly neutral to bearish. So neutral to bearish on this one. If the bottom of the Kumo cloud at 109 cannot hold, this puts the dollar into free fall status. All right. And it's looking like there is an increasing likelihood of that event. All right. Even though the market has based out, we're still looking at the possibility of some more downside potential. So you're going to want to be careful and be aware of this situation because this is problematic. All right. So this is where we are. Next up, we have oil, looking at crude oil. So right now, crude oil looks like we topped out on Friday, and we have a crash alert for tonight into Monday's trading for oil. I know, I know. Looks like the market just was not able to overcome that 90 handle resistance. Couldn't get a close above it. So it looks like the bears are ready to take back this market. Um, the only situation is that you got a little bit of battle line going here right now, where the bulls buying, as you can see here, marked by the blue lines here, some buying is edging out the selling just a little bit. Um, but nonetheless, we do have a situation where um, there's a battle line here. There's more selling that picked up here on Friday, but we did get some buying indications here. So um, this is more analogous to a positive bot check in the oil, but I think the market is going to be pressured. That downside pressure is going to keep any upside potential at bay for now. All right. And the last time we saw this too was right here on the 10th. And we saw, the bulls had everything on lock, but then something happened on the 10th where you had buying, but the sellers just came and overwhelmed the market, and that's what caused the correction back down again. And now we're starting to see the same thing here. The bulls have not been able to gain market share. You had some buying, but not nearly enough to wrestle control of the market away from the bears. So this thing is going, looks like the market wants to relock in with the bear market to the downside for oil. Looking at gold. All right, so right now the bulls are in control of gold, even though we're below the Kumo cloud, and we just had a little dead cat bounce from the 52-week low. The bulls are keeping the market sustained for now, but we're at a resistance. 1700 is the psychological overhead resistance, but the 1650 is a hard nut to crack too on a close. So we'll see if the bulls can do a little something here and get something going. Because right now they're weak. It's getting weak. It's getting harder for them to keep the market levitated here. All right, so it's looking like the bulls have it for now, but if they're not careful, they could lose control really quick, and this market could be headed back down all over again. Looking at silver. Silver is a little bit more bullish than the gold. You see the rise here and the bullishness, and then kind of like mellowing out, but we still have. So I mean, you're neutral to bullish, neutral to bullish right now in silver, and silver is a little bit stronger than gold at the moment. Looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, you can see increasing bullishness is happening here. All right, so a rise in buying. All right, the buying is getting stronger. This thing wants to run, and you made it back to the top of the Kumo cloud. Looks like this thing really will run and try to take out 340, 350 even. And if we can get a solid close above 350, the down thing is done. It's done. We could end up looking at a trend change, a full bona fide shift in trend. And that's that algo shift that I was telling you guys about several days ago, back when the market was down here. I said we're picking up some algo shifting, and sure enough, that's what we're seeing here. And we've been hitting weekly highs for the last several days now. So something to take note of moving forward. Now, we just looked at gold, but here is GLD to confirm what we saw on gold futures. And you can see here that weakening of the bullishness. So you had a nice little rise in buying, but not nearly enough. That the selling pressure is starting to get to the bulls. We had that gap down. So the bulls they have a slight control, but we're neutral now in this one. And right now it's looking like the bears may have the slight edge here. So gold could be in trouble. Looking at the Russell My Hustle, ticker IWM, and you'll see the increased bullishness here too. Buying has been accelerating as we get right here at the top of the Kumo cloud. So a push and a strong close above 185 would be very bullish for the Russell, as the people will start to declare that the market is put in a bottom and is shifted from a bearish perspective to a bullish one. Now, it's not official yet as far as the trend, but we do have that momentum heating up in the Russell. Looking at oil from ticker OIH perspective that tracks with the crude oil, you'll notice that you see the crash alert for tonight. Crash alert for Monday's trading for OIH. And you had the situation where, the bullishness was just picking up. And now it looks like the market has topped out. And it did it right as, the market was looking like it was going to increase the bullishness, but instead the bears have officially risen up. And now you see that selling pressure starting to come into play. All right, so the bears have put a lid now on the oil market for now. Looking at the NASDAQ 100 by way of the QQQ, the bulls have this one, and we have a rally alert for tomorrow's trading for the NASDAQ 100. And there's a rally alert. Bottom of the Kumo cloud between 290 and 295 is the initial upside target. The NASDAQ has been the weakest out of these stock indices, so it has further upside potential to run. All right, so that could be. That's a good question. Tom says, looks like one last bull trap before 2023. Markets again looking for a way to hurt the most people. Correct. The market always tends to do that. It wants to trap as many people in a situation as possible. But that's one of the reasons why I am in love with the pulse waves, because I don't have to overthink or second guess. All I have to do is just follow the markets, follow the price action, and the system will do the rest. It tells you where to enter, at what price to enter the market, and it tells you at what price to set your initial stops. And you gotta love it, man. So that's what I'm doing. I'm mechanical right now. I'm just a computer. Whatever the report says, that is what I do precisely. And I'm not looking to even second guess or add to it or none of that. So when the market has run its course on the long side, I will be ready to sell again, because I think it will be coming. Definitely. Yeah, man. Right. PulseWaves call the trades and the news announces them later. Exactly. Exactly, my man. See, Tom knows the deal. He knows how we do here. So yeah, I've been waiting to get filled long in the NASDAQ 100, and it looks like the market may be ready to do that now. The only concern I have, just a little bit, is the fact that we popped and then it's moved sideways, and then we actually pulled down a little bit, but the close was strong enough, so that's a good thing. That means the next dot plot could be up here somewhere, which will be great, and that should show us an increasing in the strength. So right now it's looking good. The bulls have control of the NASDAQ 100, and I think we have further to go. All right, so the horse to really back would be the NASDAQ 100 once this rally alert is confirmed by price action between tonight and Monday morning. That will be the time to get on board, because it has way more upside ground to catch up to the rest of the indices. All right, we looked at gold and silver futures. Now let's look at the SLV. All right, this is the silver ETF. And the price action has leveled out here as well. We did get this gap down, which is a very bearish sign. We don't like to see that. And let's not lose our perspective. We see that the market did flip from a bearish momentum to a bullish momentum, which it hasn't lost that yet. All right, but it's still right there in a neutral position. All right, so neutral to slightly bullish. But we may consolidate on Monday. Just keep that in the back of your mind as well. Looking at the S&P 500 by way of the SPY, we had this nice rally here too. The market stopped short right at the bottom of the Kumo cloud, which is the initial upside target, which has been met now. The next target will be the top of the Kumo cloud, and we're going to put that at $400 even, which is also the psychological resistance for this market. So can it run some more? Yeah, it can. We have the increased momentum behind it, and I think the market can do it. But if it does not, if the stock indices just stop short, unfortunately, the next down leg would be awesome. So we do want to see this little Santa Claus rally for the end of the year, but who knows? We may not get it. I'll be long until the market turns. All right, looking at bonds by way of ticker TLT. So let's take a look. So this market has been hitting new 52-week lows every day for the past couple of weeks. And then finally, we put in the bottom. We had this rally alert we got on the 25th. We got confirmation of the rally alert with the upside production the following day, which gave us one more alert. And then we got upside production from that alert. And then we kind of melted out on Friday. So the upside is there. It's not as strong as I would have hoped on this on a situation like this, but the bottom of the Kumo cloud is still the initial upside target. Now, keep in mind too, and you're right. You make a good point. Dirt says that the Santa Claus rally is needed until the election, and right, that's correct. They need for this market to be up, not down. If the left has any hope in winning re-elections. So yeah, that the market doesn't always do what we would hope for it to do, though. A bull market is always the easiest market to trade. Bear markets are the ones that take savvy. All right, so with the dollar, we looked at the dollar, but now here's UUP. All right, and you see it stopped short at the top of the Kumo cloud as well. So I'm anticipating that this one will also move into more of a neutral position because we are neutral to bearish right now in the US dollar. Bottom of the Kumo cloud at $29 even for UUP needs to hold, because right now, as you can see, the bear still got all this on lock. All of this is on lock. All right, it's right there. All right, and you see the bearishness, it's just not stopping. It's still elevated. All right, so we should see the market continue to come down. All right, let's see here. Last chart is the miners. This is ticker XME. And you can see we had that crash alert on Thursday, got the downside production on Friday, and the bears are in control going into the market for Monday, looking for more downside to come in the miners. The bears have it on lock for now. All right, you want to look at a few? Okay, I'll give you a couple real quick. We can do that. Let's take a look here. I added a few securities too under Dex's watch list. So you may want to peruse that when you get a chance. I did add a few extra securities that I'm going to be watching as far as from the tech sector, because I want to kind of gauge what this market will do. Okay, so Novavax here is ticker NVAX. And as it's pulling up, let's see what we got. All right, so Novavax is in the bear camp. So you had the crash alert coming into Friday. The market was pretty much flatlined on the day. So we're now moved into a more bearish outlook. So neutral to bearish is Novavax for trading on Monday. Neutral to bearish. All right, let's see what else we got. We got UPST. All right. And this is Upstart, okay, on the NASDAQ. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, this one had the crash alert coming into Friday, and the market pretty much flatlined itself, and it's not far away from the bottom of the Kumo cloud either. So this one is also being called neutral to slightly bearish. Neutral to slightly bearish. All right, so let's see, KC. All right, Kingsoft, also on the NASDAQ. Okay, let's take a look. All right, this one doesn't have that much data. All right, so this one has a crash alert for trading on Monday as well. The market got into the cloud, just grazed the top of the Kumo cloud resistance there before pulling back. So yeah, this one's bearish as well for Monday's trading. And last but not least, AMPX. AMPX, all right. And this is Amprius Technologies on the New York Stock Exchange. And Okay, this one doesn't have that much data either. All right. Wow. This must be a new stock. Yeah, this one doesn't look like it's going to meet any of the criteria. All right, so just looking at it, it looks new, but you got this bullish pointer from September the 15th. So that's where the price action is going to be heading, to test and or take out that bullish pointer. So if you're long this market, you're not really wrong. You're consolidated up here. As you can see, the rally alerts followed by a crash alert, then flip flop to a rally alert, flip flopping to a crash alert. Yeah. Overall, though, the market needs to come and test and take out this pointer right here. So if you're long, start popping your way through it. I think this is a easier one because it's a new security. You already know where your support and resistance areas are. So right here, what's that? $5.66. We'll say 564. Yeah, 564. All right, so you got 564 is your support. So as long as your pullback here doesn't break that, then the market is in play to test and take out the bullish pointer. If this low is taken out, then it's gonna take some time before the market can test and take out the bullish pointer. That's how you would look at this as a new security. All right, folks. So that's all I got. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you already have not done so, go to pulsewavetrading.com. Take the 14-day challenge. You can get the PulseWave reports for free for 14 days. Try it out. See how much money you can make trading alongside us. And we'll welcome you to the trading room and all that good stuff. All right. And for those of you that don't have the time to watch the markets, but you would love to benefit from the power of the pulse waves, also go to pulsewavetrading.com, shoot me a message, and we can talk about doing some managed accounts for you. All right. So with that being said, don't forget to smash that like button. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. And what up, Kyle? Peace.